completion on first. Now 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. The Falcons at 7-5 now of the year. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson. Taken down at the 30.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Pickett now on 1st down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Arnold Ebiketie
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Harris running straight ahead. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Pickett on 4th down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordell Patterson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and inches. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown!
Drake London.
33 yards.
And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pickett back to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. On second down, this is Harris. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Pickett sets up play action.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. And a lineup going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. It might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space. Maybe.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Harris is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Well, clear running situation, try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed to play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Running left, here's Patterson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
One final shot for Pickett.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So time runs out. It's a victory.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road.